Namo Doi Sauriyantam, Namo Doi Sauridam, Namo Doi Saurayam, Namo Doi Saujayam, Namo Doi Sautivavati Savanam, Omkara Mindu Sanyukta Nityam Jayanti Yogina, Kamadam Mokshadam Jai Omkara Namo, Manganam Bhagavanu Manganam Uttamuni, Manganam Kuntundari Ujendra Mursu Manganam Namasanaristara. Swanubhutya Jathasthiti Swavai Bhavaya Vivaho Nirusanizdata. Namo Doi.
Om Namo Loye Sarvatrika Varti Aryantanam. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrika Varti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrika Varti Aryanam. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrika Varti Vajjanam. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrika Varti Savanam. Om Karam Bindu Sayuktam Nityam Dhayanti Yogiram Kamadam Moksadam Cheva Om Karaya Namo Namah. Nama Samay Saraya Svana Bhutya Chakasate Chitsabhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Agnanati Mirandanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurunmritam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavanta Varto Omkarnada Jinano Jayavanta Varto Jinana Samo Sarana Sau Jayavanta Varto Netirthachara Jagama Jayavanta Varto Namo Tirthanayakane Namo Omkarnadane Omkara Sangarutene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundane Aho Upakara Jinavarano Kundano Dvani Divyano Jina Kunda Dvaniyapya Aho Te Guru Kanano Aho Te Bhagavati Matano Dhruva Achalane Anupam Gati Pamel Sarve Sidane Vandi Kaho Sutta Kevali Bhasita Asamaya Prabhrata Are Ho Eka Suddha Sada Arupi Jnana Darshanamaya Khare Kai Anyate Maru Jari Paramanu Matra Nati Hare Jamanetra Te Maj Jnana Nati Karaka Nati Vedaka Are Jane Jakar Modaya Nirajara Bandate Maj Mokshane Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Sri Suddhatmane Namaha. 1 second. Vivek, go on. Jai Jindra. Today is August 2nd, Tuesday, and 2016, and we are continuing our discussion on basic Jainism. We are on a medium of motion and medium of rest. We have finished soul, we have finished matter, we have finished medium of motion, we have finished medium of rest. Now we are taking similarity and dissimilarity between medium of motion and medium of rest. Dharmastikai and adharmastikai ma difference kaya chhe. So that's what's the similarity and what's the dissimilarity. That's what we are talking. So let's go to the slide. Share screen. Okay, last time we were here on this slide. So what are the special characteristics of medium of motion and medium of rest? Dharmastikai and adharmastikai, what are the special characteristics? I mean, some of the similarities also. So naturally, they both are eternal. Why are they eternal? Because they are attributes. They're substance. Each substance of the universe, they are eternal in nature. They will never be created, will never be destroyed. So all the substances, they have their own individual existence. So if this pen has its own existence, who am I to change or to destroy or to create that thing? Because it's eternal. So by knowing simple thing that medium of motion, medium of rest are eternal, or all the 6 substances are eternal, means for any other substance's existence, I cannot do anything. It is stand alone, having eternity by itself. I'm the one creating this thing. I'm the one destroying that thing. Those are my wrong belief. If this phone is to get destroyed, means the particle gets separated out. Substance do not get destroyed. This phone is made up of infinite particles, matter particles. So they disintegrate. Simple as that. So I'm not able to do anything to those things. They remain eternal by themselves. Now, medium of motion, medium of rest means dharmastika, they both are arupi. They both are formless. Now, I can see this pencil because pencil has a form. I can see this paper because this paper has a form. But the medium of motion, medium of rest, they are formless. Now, what does that formless means? Formless means they are arupi. Okay? Now, arupi means formless. My 5 senses, including my eyesight, all the 5 senses can perceive only the thing which has a form, only the thing which are rupi in nature. So, this is the thing, I can see it. This is a pencil, I can see it. This is a pen, I can see it. This is a paper, I can see it. These are the one with the form. But medium motion, medium of rest are formless. And because they are formless, then if I really want to perceive them, directly, then I have to have super sensuous knowledge beyond senses. Senses will perceive only the things with the form. Super sensuous knowledge will perceive things with the form and things without form. Rupi and arupi both will be known by super sensuous knowledge. Atindriya Gnan. What I have 5 senses, I perceive the knowledge through the 5 senses, that's called Indriya Janya Gnan. Indriya means senses, Janya means creator, Gnan means knowledge. The senses are the one which helps, which acts as an instrument for me to know a substance. So formally, so medium motion, medium rest, I cannot perceive with my physical senses. But that doesn't mean that I can't know it. If I can't know it directly, there is an inferential way I can find it out. There is something called Jain Nyay. Just like the Adhyatma means spirituality, means what we are talking, Agam and all those things we are talking, same way there is a branch of Jainism called Jain Nyay. In Jain Nyay, it says, how is a person, how is a knowledge can see a substance, how? Directly and perceive indirectly also. In indirect perception, there is an inferential knowledge. For example, if I see a smoke on a mountain, if I see a smoke on a mountain, what is my inferential knowledge will say? It will say, therefore, there is a presence of fire on the mountain. That's called indirect way of knowing. That's called inferential knowledge. Same way, medium of motion, medium of rest, I can perceive them through the inferential knowledge. And how is that done? We'll see. First thing over here, They both are stationary in nature. Medium motion and medium rest both are stationary in nature. They don't move. Number one, they're eternal, they're formless, they're stationary, and each one is one in number only. So there's one medium of motion, there's one medium of rest, and they are spread through the cosmic space. We'll come back to that point. And they both are pure forever. Means here, the medium of motion, medium of rest, this is a cosmic universe. This is called Lokakash. This is the upper part of the Lokakash where 16 heavens are there. On the top of the universe, there is Adobe of Siddha, means a Siddha Shila is there. In bottom triangular part, there are 7 hells are there. And in the middle part, this little small line that we see, it's a middle, it's called middle world, where human and infernal, human and a subhuman, they live. Manushya, Tyrians, they live over here. Dev, they live over here. And in this triangular area, the infernal living beings live. So the whole cosmic universe, this is the whole cosmic universe, and medium of motion is spreaded through the whole cosmic universe. Medium of rest is spreaded through the whole cosmic universe, and so they are. So they are one in number, means one medium of motion, one medium of rest, and spread it through the whole cosmic universe. So they are eternal in nature, they are formless in nature, they both are stationary, means they don't move, they are just simply present, that's it. They are one in number and spread through the whole cosmic universe. And also they're pure forever. They never react to anybody. They're pure. Soul and matter, they can react to each other. And that's why all the difficult thing, all the different things that we see in the universe is because soul and matter can react with each other. But medium of motion, medium of rest, space and time, 4 substances are pure, ever pure in nature, and they are remain inert, and they don't react with anybody else. So these are the special characteristics of medium motion, medium rest. Then coming back, next one is, now, what's the question we are throwing over here? Acharya Bhagavan says, what's a problem? This is Sishya, this is a student is asking, learned student is asking question. What's a problem if one considers medium motion, medium rest as principal thing related to motion? Principle means they are the cause for the motion. This pencil is moving from up and down, is medium motion, medium rest is moving this pen. So what's the problem thinking that way? Right?
Kirtanka,
Yes.
I thought one substance cannot do anything to another substance.
This is the question we are throwing. That what if? What if? So if we are just saying that, suppose can medium motion, medium rest be related principally to substance? That's the question. It's thrown over here. And yes, we know it. One substance cannot do anything to other substance. We know that part. So what are the answers coming over here? As such, medium motion and medium rest both are inert. Inert means they cannot be the principal thing related to motion. And second thing, they are stationary by themselves. If something is stationary, how can it be related? How can it be principally related to the motion? They are simply present in the Lokakash, simply present in the cosmic universe. They don't move, they are simply there. So principally they cannot do anything. What happens? If medium motion is a principal thing in the motion of a substance, there's an argument coming here, then the substance must continue moving all the time. It should not stop. If medium, because medium motion is spreaded through the whole cosmic space, whole cosmic universe. And if that is the reason for motion, okay, let's say that medium motion is a reason for this pen to move up and down, then this pen should move continuously up and down only. It should not stop at all. Vice versa. If medium race is a principal thing in the stoppage, then substance should always be in the stationary state and should never be moving. If medium motion, dharmastika, is principally present as motion, then everything should be moving all the time. Or medium rest or dharmastika is principally working, then it will make everybody remain stationary, should not move. But we in the universe, we see some substances are moving, some substances are stationary, and some substances, they just finish their motion. Some substances, they just are going to start their motion and everything. So medium motion, medium rest, they cannot be the principal thing. In our definition, it just says they are instrumental cause. This is the whole universe over here. And in the whole universe, medium motion and medium rest are present in each and every space point of the universe. They are represented because they are one in number. So wherever you go, wherever in the space you go, wherever in the cosmic space you go, there is always presence of medium motion and medium rest. So if I staying in this area, in this space point I'm standing, and I want to move, then medium motion says, hey, you know what? I'm present. Go for it. I'll help you out. I'll become instrumental cause for you. Fish in the Pacific Ocean at Los Angeles wants to move. The ocean says, okay, I'll be the instrumental cause for that fish to move. If the cruise ship wants to move from Seattle to Alaska, then Pacific Ocean says, okay, as a water, I'm present to help you out to move. If I'm throwing a rock in San Diego in the ocean, then Pacific Ocean says, okay, here I'm present to have the rock sink. I'm simply present as an instrumental cause. So all Pacific Ocean present, everything moving or stopping at different places, they can be acting as an instrumental cause. Same way, medium motion and medium rest, being present in the whole or cosmic universe, that they can act as an instrumental cause for motion or rest, for medium motion, medium rest. So this should be clear in our mind that motion anywhere in the universe is occurring. Suppose somebody is moving in the heavenly soul. Medium motion says, I'm present there. In the middle word, I want to run today. Then medium motion says, I'm present there, I'll help it out. There's a gas in my intestine wants to move. Gas being the matter. Then medium motion says, hey, I'm present in that area also, so I'll act as an instrumental cause for you. So everywhere, any substance in the universe wants to move, medium motion is present as an instrumental cause. It remains as an inert substance, does not actively make that substance to move. Because if that is a case, then water being the principal cause, for example, then everything should sink or swim all the time continuously. But if the fish wants to take rest, water says, okay, I'm instrumental cause. Fish wants to swim, okay, I'm instrumental cause, don't worry about it. So here, medium motion and medium rest, they work as an instrumental cause, means they are there to help as an instrumental cause for any substance to move or any substance to rest. Who can move and who can rest? Only the two substances in the universe, they have capacity to move and capacity to stop after their motion. And those are soul and matter. Two substances. Only they have this capacity, dynamism property, which we are going to come later on. But dynamism property is a one which makes our soul and matter to move or to stop from their motion. So this is dynamism property. Medium of motion and medium of rest, they both act as an instrumental cause to facilitate their moving or facilitate their stoppage from the motion. So don't see the motion and stoppage as soul and matter, because soul and matter are moving by themselves, soul and matter are stopping by themselves. A car is going from point A to point B, and then car stopped at point B in the parking lot of a shopping center, for example. So that car has a matter particle, and that matter particle having dynamism property. So at that time, those matter particles decided to go from point A to point B. So medium of motion acted as an instrumental cause. Now the shopping center came and one parks the car, means the car stopped by itself. I did not do anything. I was simply as an instrumental cause being a driver. Other day, I was going on the freeway about a month before, and suddenly my car decided to stop. Engine light came and everything, and it was 105-degree temperature, and it's just stopped on the freeway because that car's molecule had to stop at the time. Simply, in fact, I was present and I'm trying to do all kind of things, but I'm the instrumental cause. So these are the things we have to understand, that moving occurs in the soul and matter independently of any other things bothering them. Only the thing, medium of motion, medium of rest are simply present as an instrumental cause, means their presence is important, but they can't take part in the reaction. Having said that, therefore medium of motion and medium of rest are only instrumental cause for motion or the rest, but they cannot be the principal cause. If they are principal cause, then matter keeps on moving substance keeps on moving all the time, or substance keeps on remaining stationary all the time. But no, matter and soul can, with their own doing, can move from point A to point B. Now, question will come, and I know there is a question coming in somebody's mind right now, that, wait a second. Me as a soul has a capacity to think, so I can decide right now I want to go from point A to point B. So as a soul, I'm moving from point A to point B. How does matter decide? Matter has no intellect, matter has no consciousness, matter is non-living, matter is simply matter. How come matter decides to move by itself? Remember, soul and matter, they have the infinite attributes present. Us as a soul, we have consciousness element, and so we can decide something. Decide something. That I would like to move. That is my inclination I created in my soul. To say it in my soul is also wrong. Me as a soul, me and the soul, they're not separate. I am the soul. So me as a soul decided, my knowledge says, move. That was the thought came. Knowledge stopped working thereafter. Now, there is dynamism property, and dynamism property says, okay, I'm going to work right now to move from point A to point B. So soul's knowledge end up knowing, and dynamism property decided to move from point A to point B. In a matter, there is no intellect. So matter cannot say, oh, I wish. There's nothing like wishing for matter. But dynamism property has each and every moment there is one modifications coming. So dynamism property is a property, and when there is a property means there is going to be changes occurring in that coming out from the property. Attribute. Dynamism is an attribute. So from that attribute, every samay, every moment, one modification will come. Second modification will come. Third paryay will come. Fourth paryay will come. So paryay is a nature of the substance. And so dynamism property also has a modification. So in that modification, it was supposed to go from point A to point B, and so that particular car went from point A to point B. And medium motion simply acted as an instrumental cause. And my car decided to stop on the freeway because the dynamism property of that car decided to stop. And medium race says, I'm simply instrumental cause, I will help you stopping. No matter whatever I want to do, it didn't make any difference because it was a car itself has to do whatever it wanted to do. Because of dynamism property having modification coming every moment. So those are the things that we have to keep in mind. That knowing is one thing coming out from knowledge attribute, and dynamism property makes substance moving or to stop. So that's a dynamism properties of dynamism attributes work as a modification to stop or to move. So this pen has a dynamism property, so it's moving up and down right now, or it stops over here because the dynamism property of this pen by itself. Yes, my fingers or both the ends of this pencil became instrumental cause. It did not move because my finger wanted to move. It moved because the pen wanted to have its own dynamism property, making this pen to move up and down or to stop. That is its own individual characteristics. This is kind of really a difficult principle to digest, but we have to keep on thinking. Every substance is independent in the universe. Nobody can interfere in working of any other substances of the universe. I cannot do anything to you, vice versa, you can't do anything to me. But if something is bad going to happen to me, some person or some substance can become instrumental cause. Something good going to happen to me, maybe some instrumental cause will be present that they will be working to give me favorable situation. But to have good things happening or bad thing happening happens because of me in my own modification, in my own paryay. So we have to keep thinking that one. So again, Panchastikaya, stanza 89 will give you a lot more explanation if you want to follow the reference there. Now, okay, now now we are saying that soul and matter, they have dynamism property, and soul and matter move throughout this cosmic space. They keep on moving all the time, for example. But can the soul and matter go in the transcosmic space? Okay, so here we are. Let's analyze this fact. Soul and matter both have their own natural ability to move and stop. Soul and matter, they both have their own natural ability, yogyata.
The basics of Jainism, it's पता नहीं थोड़ा physics, soul, matter, dynamism, MOR, MOM, वो सब है.
Hello? Hello? Somebody is making noise. I heard noise coming, so let me see if I can. Bear with me, please. I'm just trying to see if I can. Sangeeta, I need to say
It's interesting, but it's steep.
It's Sangeeta's. Can you mute your
I did that.
your?
Okay, all right. Okay, so sorry about the disturbance. Okay, so soul and matter, they both have their own ability, natural ability to move. So they should be able to move everywhere, right? So they are moving in the cosmic space. We know that part. If I'm in the seventh hell, and if I want to go to the middle world, me as a soul can move there. If there's a matter present in a middle world, wants to go on the top of the universe, that matter, that atomic particle can move by itself. So these things are possible. So soul and matter, they both have their own natural ability to move. So if they have capacity to move, can they go in transcosmic space also? That's a really question that is, but it's a very nice question. So due to this ability, they are present only in the cosmic space. Soul and matter having ability to move, that is the natural ability, but they move only in the cosmic space. Why? Why you are restricting my motion to cosmic space only? I would like to go to the transcosmic space. So what it says? Because remember, as we said, with the motion, medium of motion is acting as an instrumental cause. With the rest, medium of rest acts as an instrumental cause. And medium of motion and medium of rest are only present in the cosmic space. Remember, any act getting done, I'm doing something over here, all the time there is going to be a presence of instrumental cause. Fish wants to swim, water has to be present as an instrumental cause. Fish is not able to swim up in the air or on the ground. Fish wants to swim, water's presence is important as the instrumental cause. So here, the weight is given to the instrumental cause, that if instrumental is cause present, then also substance finishes its own work. Soul and matter, they both have ability to move. Okay, you can move, but you also have instrumental cause present. If you're a fish over here, then you need a water as instrumental cause. Even though water does not take part in the reaction, but water's presence is important. Water's presence is important for fish to swim and rock to sink. So water's presence is important as an instrumental cause. Only the thing, it does not take part in the reaction, but its presence is important. So soul and matter both have ability to move or stop by themselves, but they also need to have instrumental cause being present. Now, this is a very, very important understanding. One has to have it. Because if we misunderstand this slide, then we can also misunderstand lots of principles. And these are the basic principles. What it says? Instrumental cause is present during an act getting done. But instrumental cause does not take part in the reaction. As we said, there is a shadow of a tree is there since morning till evening. It did not do anything. Only when the traveler who was tired wanted to rest under the tree, then that shadow became instrumental cause. So for traveler to rest, medium of rest in the form of shadow has to be present. But shadow did not do anything. Shadow was there in the morning, shadow was there in the afternoon, shadow is present in the evening, and nobody stopped under the tree, so shadow did not do anything. Only when that particular traveler who was tired wanted to rest, then shadow became instrumental cause. Means instrumental cause's presence was important, but it did not do anything in the reaction. So here it says any act getting done, you have to understand that instrumental cause is present. You cannot deny the presence of instrumental cause, but it cannot do anything to the substance. I want to know, I want to read a chapter, I am ready to read, and then this book is present as an instrumental cause for me. But this book is present for last 1 year in my house, and I didn't do it anything, so it did not become instrumental cause for me. But when I want to read, this book's presence is very important for me. So here we are also giving importance to the instrumental cause, that your presence is also important even though you don't take part in the reaction. If this book was present for whole year, it didn't become instrumental cause. It became instrumental cause only when I want to read. So when I want to read, the book's presence is important. That's what it tries to tell us over here. So if the medium of motion and medium of rest are present only in the cosmic universe and not present in the trans-cosmic space, then soul and matter, they do not have medium of motion, medium of rest in the trans-cosmic space. So that means medium of motion, medium of rest cannot provide instrumental cause function in the trans-cosmic space, and that's why soul and matter, they cannot go into the trans-cosmic space. So here they are giving lots of weight to the instrumental cause. That yes, your presence is important, yes, you are important, but also limitation. I'm making motion by myself, I'm stopping by myself. Medium of motion, medium of rest are simply present as an instrumental cause in the cosmic space, and that's why soul and matter cannot go to the trans-cosmic space. So this is a kind of important thing we have to understand, we have to keep in mind, because remember, lots of time, Samaysar, when we are reading Samaysar, when we are learning Samaysar, Acharya Bhagavan will say instrumental cause is useless because it doesn't do anything to the action of the soul. Useless means it has to be present but does not take part in the reaction. So we have to acknowledge the presence of instrumental cause. We cannot ignore that one. One second, let me just take quickly this call, okay? 1 second. I'll tell you why I'm taking this call. Okay. This Hemant Bhai Gandhi, who was here, he had gone to Toronto, so he's just calling me to say that he reached them. Anyway, it's okay. All right. So, principal cause Upadan and Nimit is an instrumental cause. Remember, other day we said that there are 5 principles to understand. If we understand these 5 principles properly, then this Kunkun Swami's literature becomes easy to understand. Upadan means principal cause. Nimit, that means instrumental cause. Nishchaynai means one second. हाँ कंचन पे वो पहुंच गए बराबर. अच्छा मैं कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल में मैं बाद में बात करता हूँ. चलो थैंक यू. ओके बाय. नो प्रॉब्लम. Sorry about it. Upadan means principal cause. Nimit means instrumental cause. Nishchaynai means Vyavahar means conventional point of view, Nishchay means absolute point of view, and fifth one is Krambat Paryay, means things are happening in the sequential order. These are 5 principles one has to learn. And over here, we are making importance of these 2 principles, Upadan and Nimit, principal cause and instrumental cause. Instrumental cause is presence important, but act is mainly getting done in a principal cause only. So when we are going through Samaysar, for example, it will give so much weight on the principal cause that at one point it will give you illusion that there is no instrumental cause presence at all. But we have to understand when principal action is getting done, instrumental cause has to be present, even though it doesn't do any work. And that's why over here it establishes the importance of instrumental cause, that soul and matter, even though they have their own natural ability to move, they won't be able to go into the transcosmic space because there is absence of medium of motion and medium of rest, because medium of motion, medium of rest are only present in the cosmic space. So these are the things we have to understand. If we have any question on this one, we should just try to resolve that one and try to understand, because we can't just put this one under the rug and say, oh yeah, I'll try to learn later on. No, we have to understand the reality where each substance stays, what is the function of each substance, and what's the function of the instrumental cause. You as a listener are supposed to listen at this hour. Me as a speaker is supposed to speak at this hour. And so when I'm talking, you are listening, means those 2 are independent action. But for my speaking, listener is an instrumental cause. For listener's principal cause, I become as an instrumental cause of speaking. So both the things are important, but who am I making as a principal cause over here? My talking is it's a principal cause. That means you act as an instrumental cause. You act as a principal cause of listening activity at this point, then I become instrumental cause. Both the things are present. It depends to whom and from what angle you are looking at it, and to whom you are making as a principal thing. So this thing is very important that we should understand. So in transcosmic case, there is only space being present. There is no medium motion, no medium pressure, and that's why soul and matter cannot go to transcosmic space. Wild imagination, we can just say, okay, somehow I made the medium motion, medium rest to go to transcosmic space. Then soul and matter says, okay, we are ready to go there too. But it never happened. So we don't have to have those theoretical possibilities come in our mind. Okay. Now, ignorant souls believe. What is an ignorant soul believes? What he says? Soul can make matter move, or matter makes soul to move. I'm the soul, and I'm making this matter to move because I'm giving both the fingers at the end, and I'm making this pen moving up and down. Or matter says, I'm sitting in a car, and if matter has any intelligence, matter will say, because of me, you are moving. There's a good example. We came in the time before the last class, that horse is moving and the rider is sitting on the horse is also moving. So horse says, because I'm moving, that's why the rider is moving. That's not true. Horse has its own dynamism property of moving, and the rider also has its own dynamism property of moving, and they both are occurring together. Then it appears as if horse is a reason that rider is moving. That's not true. Everybody is moving of their own, because of their own thing. Rider is moving because of its own dynamism property, and horse is moving because of its own dynamism property. Horse has a soul, moves by its own dynamism property. Horse has a body, so body has its own dynamism property, so the body is moving. The rider, he has a soul, so soul is moving because of its own dynamism property. And rider also has physical body, so physical body also has dynamism property, so it moves by itself. And all these four things, horse's body, the rider's physical body, all four have dynamism properties, so all four are moving in their own way. You cannot say that because of horse, man is moving. So ignorant soul believes, yes, because of horse, the man is moving. That's not true. Medium of motion is the reason due to which I am moving. All four things in the horse and man that we talked about, medium of motion is a reason means instrumental cause. For that, being instrumental cause present, then horse's soul, rider's physical body and rider's soul, they all are moving. At the time, medium motion says, okay, I'm present in the whole universe. Wherever you want to go, I'll be present as an instrumental cause. And at the same time, when horse and rider wants to stop, medium of race says that I'm the reason, means I'm the instrumental cause. But what is ignorant soul believes? Ignorant soul believes that medium motion is the reason due to which this motion stops. That is his wrong belief. His two wrong belief over here. Medium motion is a reason for which I'm moving, or medium rest is a reason for which I'm stopping. That's a wrong belief. Medium motion, medium rest are two separate substances. They have their own action, and they are simply working as an instrumental cause only. That's what I should understand. So how does enlightened person believes? Enlightened person says, soul and matter have their own dynamism property. This noise is coming from somebody's place. If you can mute, please. Soul and matter have their own dynamism property. They move or stop due to themselves only. Medium motion and medium rest are simply instrumental cause present during that act of moving or in the act of stopping. Flag movement due to wind, or horse stopping and therefore the rider also stops. They both are inert form of instrumental cause. See, flag is moving, the wind is blowing and flag is moving. So wind, quote unquote, acts as an instrumental cause over here for flag to move. Horse is moving and rider is moving. So rider to move, horse is moving, but horse for that rider becomes instrumental cause. Yes, his presence is there, but rider was supposed to have his own dynamism property, so he moves. Horse has its own dynamism property, so it moves. Flag has its own dynamism property, so it just keeps on moving. And wind is blowing because wind has its own dynamism property as a matter substance, so it keeps on moving. So in all those four situations, medium motion and medium rest, they both act as instrumental cause. So this is the enlightened person's belief. All five substances are the instrumental cause for the soul. Now, where is what kind of a slide we are putting over here? Bullet. All five substances are the instrumental cause for the soul. Soul is over here. Matter, medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time. 5 other substances, they act as an instrumental cause for the soul. Soul wants to go from point A to point B, and time worked as an instrumental cause. Soul is moving from point A to point B while motion is going on, medium of motion is working. When soul is stopping, medium of rest is stopping. Medium of rest makes the soul stop. When soul is moving from this point to this point, at that time, space gives the accommodation here, and space gave accommodation over here. So everything acts as instrumental cause for the soul. So 5 substances work in instrumental cause for the soul. If I understand this principle pretty good, then I get engrossed in my own eternal true nature of the self, because I am my own boss and I don't have any jurisdiction to work on any other substances sphere of action. If I understand this part and I withdraw my doership from those acts, I'm the one maybe making this pen moving up and down. No, pen moved by itself. Your matter, both the fingers, both the ends, they are matter particle. They also moved by themselves. And both these fingers, they have presence of soul. Soul is moving by itself. And if I understand that part, my interference from the other worldly object gets withdrawn, and I have no place to go except my eternal soul substance, and that's called Samyak Darshan. Simply knowing this principle, we have not known anything else. We just said every substance does their own work, and so I'm not bothered by anybody else, or I can't bother anybody else. Having that kind of attitude. How many times we have the doership? Because of me, this household is running. Because of me, my temple got created. Because of me, my temple went into financial. All those things that I'm thinking about it, that is my doership in the other objects. But I have to continue doing the work, but my doership has to get out. There is child. The family has a child, and child wants to go to school, child wants to learn, child wants to eat and everything. So mother does all the act, but she takes her doership away from that. She doesn't say that if I was not there, what will happen to this child? No, you see, you never have to think that way. So you continue doing your activity the way you are doing, but because of me, I'm the child specialist, I'm the neonatologist, so I'm saving the child's life. If that is the case, how come one child died last month? So I had to keep on working with my best of ability, but I had to take my doership away from there. I'm working in a bank as a clerk, and I'm counting millions and millions of dollars since morning till evening. I'm doing my work extremely perfectly. At the end of the day, I never make a mistake of even 1 cent. So I did my work, but those dollars are not mine. I don't have any doership. I don't have my ownership on it. So I keep on doing my work, but I don't have ownership. Same way in the normal routine life, I keep on doing all the activities. Whatever activities I'm supposed to do, I'm a housewife, I'm the house husband, I'm going to work, I'm raising my kids, whatever. I'm doing it, but I don't have my ownership on those things. Because all the substances are independent. If I make that one, then my life becomes easier. Again, Panchastika stanza 88 and Trojan stanza 133, 134, these things are mentioned. So benefit, if you don't, we have 5 minutes. Benefit of knowing medium of motion, medium of rest. What are the benefits? how come we are keep on talking for last 5 or 6 classes, all these things? What benefit do I get out of it? So, ignorant soul believes I move my body, or body moves me. That's ignorant soul's belief. Ignorant soul says, I stop body's motion, or body stops my motion. Reading the scripture, understanding, digesting, and keep on contemplating on the principles of medium of motion, medium of rest, now I end up believing that medium of motion and medium of rest are simply the reason. It means instrumental cause only. So this kind of true knowledge I gather, then my ignorance starts disappearing. So what's my true belief now? I'm the soul. I have my own capacity of dynamism property. Because of my dynamism property, I can move or I can stop at my wish and will. Same is, every matter can stop or move by their own way. Medium of motion, medium of rest have no relationship with me directly. When I'm moving, medium of motion is acting as an instrumental cause. When I'm stopping, medium of rest is acting as an instrumental cause. But I don't have any intimate relationship with them. Medium of motion, medium of rest are separate, and me as a soul is separate. I'm separate. With this true knowledge, he becomes engrossed in his true nature. He withdraws his doership and ownership from all other substances of the universe. And when he engrosses in his true nature, that means ignorant souls since time infinite believe that he is, I think there's the same thing coming again. Yeah, so soul and matter simply perform their own act of motion and stoppage. He now ends up knowing that no alien object can be the doer or enjoyer for himself. No object of the universe can be my pleasure or giving me pain. If I know this one, I remain aloof from all the 6 remaining substance of the universe, and I get engrossed in my own true nature. He ended up with a self-realization. So this is the way medium of motion, medium of rest will help me to get the self-realization if I understand them correctly. So this is what it is. We finished medium of motion, medium of rest, and their detailed analysis and all the things. So this changes, this completes the both those substances. So next week we'll take a space, and thereafter we'll take time. We have finished soul, we have finished matter, now we finished medium of motion, now finished medium of rest. Space and time, 2 substances are remaining. If we understand the instrumental cause, and especially we put a lot of weight on our situation over here in the medium of motion and medium of rest. If we understand that instrumental cause definition and their role in my life and everything, then as Gurudev Sri has said, instrumental cause, nimit, principal cause, upadan, we end up understanding those 2 principles. Then will be coming next 2 will be absolute point of view, conventional point of view, and everything happens in the sequential order. These 5 things: nimit, upadan, nishay, vyavarnay, and krambat paryay. Those 5 things we have to understand, and we'll be going through each and all those things gradually as time comes. If there's any question, we can entertain those questions.
When you explain the rider and the horse,
Yes.
so from conventional point of view and absolute point of view, how do you put that into perspective? Because when you see the rider riding the horse, from conventional point of view, the horse is riding the rider.
Yes.
Conventional point of view.
Yes. So the conventional point of view means what we see, that horse is moving and rider is moving. So horse is the reason for rider to move. Yes, that's a conventional point of view. But when we just say absolute point of view, means horse is soul and horse is body. Rider's soul and rider's body. All four things are independent. And they are moving because of their own dynamism property. So yes, from conventional point of view, see, if the horse is moving and the rider is riding, I can't say that horse has a dynamic, horse has a soul, and horse has a body, and rider has a soul, rider has a body. They all have dynamism property, so they all are moving together. And if I keep on saying that, then it will be never be, there's not just and coming at all. So conventional point of view, I was riding the horse. Simple. Now, when I say I'm riding the horse, the intelligent person in his mind, he will already know that those four things are separate, and horse is simply the instrumental cause. Medium of motion is the instrumental cause. Medium of race is instrumental cause. All four people, four entities, they have their own. I already have that analytical mind within me. So that conventional point of view is conveying the message in the shortest possible way. Cup of, give me the orange juice cup. What does it mean? Cup is not made up of orange juice, but we give accusation of the cup because the orange juice is present within. So we are accusing that cup as an orange juice cup. Actually, cup is made up of glass. So same way here, instrumental cause, principal cause, absolute point of view, conventional point of view, they all will be mingling together slowly as your thought process started working. That how come we cannot say that a horse is riding by itself, a rider is riding by itself, and horse is so. That I have to understand. My understanding has to be clear. I took care of a patient today. When I'm saying that, I know that patient was supposed to live with his own reasoning. I was supposed to work with my own ability, and all those things happen to work together. And that's why patient become cured. And now I take the pride, oh yeah, I'm greatest of the great, and I just take the patient, I save the patient's life. If that is the case, how come some of the patients died under my hand also? So I have to clear-cut understand. For example, let's say that I'm driving right now, and a drunk driver comes from the opposite side and hits me. And now my car gets totaled. Nothing happened to me. Car got totaled. At that time, if I know instrumental cause and principal cause, that I was supposed to get into accident, that drunk man was supposed to hit me, all those things were supposed to happen at that particular junction. It did happen. So rather than me blaming the drunk, I can say it was supposed to happen to me. So my anxiety is not going through the sky. I just don't keep on screaming, what is happening to this city? All these drunks are moving around free. No, I don't have to create any anxiety, animosity, all those things in my mind. If I know this principle, sure, my car got destroyed, my car got totaled, there is an insurance, and insurance will pay. All those things will happen. Why should I worry at the time? Why should I lose my cool and everything? So knowing this principle, it will be giving practical implication in our day-to-day life also. It's not that quick, easy and quick thing, but the things that we understand, we keep on thinking about it, we keep on reciting about it, we keep on reflecting upon it, and then it will become second nature. Why do I have to become angry? Anger is coming from within me. So you acted as an instrumental cause. So why should I blame you? I should blame myself that why did I lose my cool? I'm responsible. I have to take responsibility of myself, So it will happen a lot. Think about lots of situations occurring in your day-to-day life, and that will make sense. We have to keep on digesting this one again and again, and then it will become kind of later on, it will become second nature. Sure, to some people it will become just like that. Other people it will take time, but it will help it out. Any kind of knowledge that you gather has to give you fruits of its labor in the form of giving you peace of mind. And this is knowledge for my soul I'm gathering. Knowledge for me as a soul I'm gathering. So it has to give me bliss. And that bliss is coming from within me because I am the blissful state. Bliss is not going to come from outside material things. Yes, I have association with a material thing. I need a car, I need a house, I need to take a breakfast, I need to take a lunch and dinner, everything. Yes, all those things occur in the life, daily routine. But at that time, I have to keep on discriminating those things that who am I? Who am I? What happened here right now? When I'm driving car, what is happening? So all kind of thought process should go parallel in our mind, Does it answer question or am I going round and round and round?
Well, you're trying to explain, but I think my digestion power is probably slow on this subject, I guess.
Well, it's about 9:30 night, and then definitely it's just going to be slow. No, it's okay. I mean, at least you have some idea coming in your mind, and keep thinking about it, and you will get the answer. Believe me.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, then can we do the closing?
Yes.
यावाणी के ज्ञान से सूझे लोकालोक सोवाणी मस्तक नमो सदा देत हूँ डोक. 9 times नमो का मंत्र. Jai Jai.
Jai Hind, Chandra.
Thank you.